Okay. So tonight is the full moon. In fact, it's going to rise right before the end of this class. It is the moon that is related to the enlightenment of the Buddha. So compassion, release of ego, identity, all of that good stuff. Right? We like that. Maybe we don't like it, but it's good. It's also got just general full moon energy, which is very, very supportive of release, of letting go of things that no longer serve, of completion of cycle. And it's a Scorpio full moon, and it's a super moon. So there's a lot of moon energy happening. We're gonna have a pretty fun practice today. It'll vary quite a bit. There will be an opportunity to make noise. So if you have drums or flutes or pots and pans, or you just want to make noise with your voice, you can do that. And if you want to just feel the sound, you can do that too. Go ahead and find a comfortable position on your mat. Hey, welcome. Perfect. We're going to start standing today. So make the feet be hips width distance apart and shift the weight back and forth just a little, and side to side. And let the eyes gently close if and when it feels safe. And just let the body sway until you find a balance point. And I want you to worry less about what it looks like today and more about what it feels like. So engage all of the muscles required to stabilize yourself. And when you find that stable point, stop. And let your hands hang heavy. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, take the hands towards the sky, full deep breath. Reach, maybe go back any amount. Exhale, kind of rinse the hands. And let them sway. 2 more times. Deep breath in. And last one. And let the arms keep swaying. Keep the eyes closed if that feels all right. You can let them sway front to back for just this moment. And you can let the feet get in on it. Move back and forth a little bit if that feels good. Feel yourself really arriving here. So any part of you that's still doing what you were doing before, start to bring it into this moment. Let yourself be drawn into yourself by the rhythmic movement of your breath and your body. And when you feel an internalization of that sort of moving energy, stop and let yourself just be still. Orient to time and space. Feel the edges of the body. Feel the sensation of gravity. Send your roots, your energy down into the earth. Relax the shoulders. Hear what you hear. Taste what you taste. All the subtle sensations of right now in this moment. And then standing on your feet, firm and steady, draw your awareness to the space of connection with the God of your own understanding. Feel yourself as if you were a bead on a string. Connected to divinity, connected to humanity, having this moment right now. Bring one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. And as you hold yourself, feel the earth holding you. Feel the crown moving up towards the sky. set an intention for your practice. And I offer for all of us that we might allow ourselves to identify and release everything that stands in the way of us experiencing the fullest manifestation of our intentions, experiencing the fullness of being alive. We might let our ego dissolve and only arise when necessary to further the intentions of our heart. 1 Om. Inhale to begin. If the eyes are closed, keep them so. Engage the thighs till the kneecaps lift. Feel the pelvic floor rise. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Knees bend slightly if needed. Flat back, full breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Ride the breath. Almost like you're a big wave surfer, right? Exhale, fold. Hinge at the hips. Maybe consider bending the knees and sticking the butt out a little bit, particularly if the hamstrings are tight. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Again, rise up, full breath. Reach up, maybe go back a little bit. Last time, exhale, fold. Consider bending the knees, butt back first, heart down. Straighten the legs only as much as you can while keeping the belly engaged. Flat back, inhale. Fold and exhale. Rise. Breathe all the way in. Exhale, hands to heart or heart and belly. Attune yourself to the moving energy in the body. And begin to cultivate an understanding of what it is you are ready to let go of right now. What cycles are completing. What needs to be sort of burned away in order to make room for what's to come. Inhale, hands rise. Become nice and wide. Stretch and open. Exhale, fold forward, lead with the heart. Inhale, make a flat back. Exhale, left foot steps back. Come down onto the knee. Keep the toes tucked. Inhale, hands rise. Go back as far as feels good. Follow the breath. Exhale, hands down. Lift the left knee, step the right leg back, high plank. Pause here if it's available to you. On an exhale, lower yourself halfway or all the way down to the earth. With the inhale, lift the heart. Downward facing dog, lower belly to spine initiates the movement. Exhale completely. Breathe all the way in. All the way out. Look towards the top of the mat with the inhale. Step the left foot forward with the exhale. Right knee down. Right toes stay tucked. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Pick the right knee up, step the right foot forward. Fold. Flat back, breathe in. fold forward, breathe out. Rise completely, inhale. Hands come behind the back, exhale. Interlace the fingers the way that feels comfortable and easy. Shoulder blades move down the spine, shoulders away from ears. Inhale, heart reaches up. Exhale, go back any amount. Inhale, come back to neutral. Exhale, bend knees, fold forward. Arms overhead, any amount. Straighten the legs if it feels okay. Engage the thighs. One more breath here. Release hands to the earth. Flat back, breathe in. Exhale, high to low plank. You can step back, you can jump back. Lower yourself down halfway or all the way. Great job. Inhale, heart rises, elbows hug toward the body. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift heart up. Pubic bone presses into the earth. Exhale, lower down. Legs are strong, kneecaps rise. Inhale, rise up. Exhale down. Last one like that. Inhale, rise. Exhale down. This time, inhale, rise up to the highest point. Perhaps that is an upward facing dog. Perhaps it's a cobra. Still, again, full breath. With the exhale, draw the lower belly in towards the spine. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. Come up onto the tiptoes. Breathe in a lot, a lot, a lot. Open the mouth. 2 more. Breathe in. Rise heels up. Breathe out, perhaps with a sigh. Inhale, right leg up behind. Bend the knee, roll the hip open. Breathe into the low belly. Great job. Keep reaching the heart back. On the next inhale, reach the leg up, square the hips, float the right foot down. Inhale, left leg up. Bend the knee, roll the hip open. Breathe into the low belly. Last one. And then inhale, reach the leg up, square the hip. Exhale, left foot down. Look to the top of the mat, breathe in. Step, float, jump there, breathe out. Flat back, hands on shins, or you can hold onto the toes, but only if you can maintain a flat back. Create a little bit of tension, so the hands are either on the shins, the thighs, or the toes, but resist. Hands against whatever they're touching. Reach the heart forward and make the chin and head be an extension of the spine. So you're not looking up, you're looking down. Two more breaths. Last one. Yep. Release hands from the feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands come to a space of connection, whatever that might be. Close the eyes. Feel the feet on the earth. Attune yourself to a deep understanding and awareness of what it is that you are ready to let go of in order to make space. See it, feel it, name it, and if possible, identify your barriers to making that happen. And as we move through the next sequences of postures and breath, do your best to stay connected and cultivate both the willingness and the discipline to let go. Inhale, hands towards the sky. Hold on to the left wrist with the right hand. Exhale, stretch the body to the left side as far as you can. If there's any movement happening in the chest, it's towards the sky versus the earth. Stay there one more breath. Inhale, come up through center. Switch the wrist you're holding on to. Exhale, sway to the right side. Breathe in deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, step wide on the mat, long way. Arms open. Spread the fingers. Reach the heart up, 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 up. Exhale, bend the knees. Toes are turned slightly out. Bend the arms. Lower belly in. Ribs relax down. Soften the gaze. Full breath in. Sink down, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Turn feet parallel. And then right toes towards the back of the mat. Warrior two. Great job. Front palm faces up, inhale. Reach back and reverse. One more full breath. And then inhale, come back up towards the sky. Exhale, elbow to knee. Left hand can come up towards the sky. Right knee is tracking towards the center of the right foot. Complete connection through the entirety of the left foot. If you wish to, you can take the arm overhead and slightly bow the torso up. We have 3 more breaths here. If you desire, you can exhale, take the hand alongside the body. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hand alongside the body. Last time. This time, rise back up to warrior two. Straighten the right leg. With an exhale, reach the rib cage over as far as it'll go before bringing the hand to rest on the thigh, the calf, the earth, or a block, triangle. You can look down at the earth or up, but choose. Take one more full breath in here. Exhale, bottom hip forward, top hip back. And then rise up, breathe in, reverse triangle, breathe out. Come to center, turn the left heel in, goddess. This time, think about bringing your hands to the low belly, right between the belly button and the top of the pubic bone. And just feel the energy there. Concentrate your breath there. If it feels possible, consider a slight tilt of the pelvis. One more breath. Exhale, rise legs up. Turn left toes towards the edge of the mat, the long edge of the mat, or right toes rather. Bend the left knee, stretch arms, warrior two. Take your gaze out. Long, sort of way into the distance gaze. Palm faces up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, perhaps the right hand slides down the back leg. Take one more full cycle of breath here. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, left elbow to knee. Right hand reaches up or overhead if you wish. If you find that you're dumping down into your shoulders, like leaning your head on your shoulder, what I want you to do is reach especially the bottom shoulder away from the ear. Perfect. We have 3 more breaths. If you wish to make that dynamic movement, now's the time to do it. So as you inhale, reach and bow the torso a little bit. Exhale, hand comes back. 2 more. Last one. And this time, rise back up to warrior two. Straighten the left knee. With an exhale, reach the torso forward till you can't reach it anymore. Take the hand to the earth, the leg, or a block. Right hand reaches up. So it's really common here to shorten on the bottom side of the torso. See if you can lengthen from the left hip to the left armpit. Move the bottom hip and lung forward, top hip and lung back. Just 2 more breaths. And come up. With an exhale, inhale, reach up. And reverse your triangle. Follow the breath, come back to center, turn heels in, toes out, knees bend, goddess. Stay right there. Perfect. Focus and concentrate the breath. If it's possible to take the hands and place them right at the second chakra, which is associated with the Scorpio element of this full moon, this ability to access pleasure. If you wish to, you can take one and then the other heel up, or both heels up in this goddess. Last breath. Release heels down. Straighten legs, turn feet parallel, fold forward. Yogi choice for a moment, but we'll have a chance again to do an inversion if you wish to, so maybe now's not the ideal time. Perhaps you want to sway from side to side. Really look within and identify what'll feel good in your body, and do that. Do that without any sort of apology. You've got 2 more breaths. So if you're doing something that's side to side, make yourself even. And then come into a halfway lift with the inhale. Root the feet in. Keep the hips where they are, in line with the knees and ankles. Walk the hands forward. Relax the head down. Deep breath in. Focus on the exhale. Begin to make it longer now. perceptibly longer. Still smooth. Breath full. Last one. Walk hands under shoulders. Turn left toes toward the front of the mat. Step the left leg back and either flow through a vinyasa or come straight to downward facing dog. Make the choice that serves you best. Perfect. You stay where you're at. Yeah, great. And breathe. Breathe deeply. Identify the holding patterns in the breath, in the body, and the life. What are you continuing that doesn't serve? What are you calling in that you need to create room for? Last one. Look toward the top of the mat. Step the right foot between the hands. Reach the heart forward. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten the right knee any amount. Bend knee. Inhale. Straighten. Exhale. One more like that, please. Soften the jaw. Bend the knee, make the back leg very strong. Left hand stays on the earth or a block. Right hand reaches up. And as you exhale, scoop the right hand underneath the right leg. Give yourself a little hug. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, scoop hand under, little hug. Squeeze it all in. Last time. Tight, tight squeeze. Release hand to the earth. Drop the left knee down. Keep the left toe tucked. Inhale, hands to the sky. Interlace fingers, roll palms up. Draw the lower belly in so that you're feeling the initiation of some heat, some more movement down in the low belly. Perhaps you can even start to feel that swirling sensation rise up toward the solar plexus. Last breath. Exhale, hands to the earth, straighten the left leg behind. Keep the hand on the earth or right hand on the earth or a block. And inhale, open the other way. You can take the foot flat if that feels better in your body. The left foot behind flat. Exhale, hand down. 2 more times. Inhale. Last time. Perfect. Keep the legs strong behind. Inhale. Hands rise toward the sky. It's likely you're feeling this in your right leg. That's okay. If there's shaking, let there be shaking. Notice what the mind has to say about that. Last deep inhale right here. Exhale, hands toward the earth in front of you or a block. Lift the left leg up behind. You have options here. You can stay in a warrior 3, kind of raised up on blocks, or hands in front and the heart, whatever. Or you can take a standing split. And if you're someone who's feeling it and it's in your practice and you want to kick up, you're welcome to do that. But keep the breath long. Last breath. And then as you put the leg down, put it down closer to the foot than you originally had it. so about half as wide. Hips square to the front. Right hand, base of spine. Left hand reaches up, inhale. Hinge at the hips, lead with the heart, fold forward, exhale. Breathe in, count of 4-ish. Notice what that natural sort of breath is for you. Breathe out, lengthen it by 1, so maybe 5. Breathe in, 4, reach up. Breathe out, 6. Breathe in, 4. Out, 7. Getting slower, keep the hips in line with one another if possible. In, 4. Reach up. And breathe out for 8. Release both hands down to the earth. Feel the right heel moving toward the back of the mat. Heart reaches forward. Keep the left hand on the earth or a block. Reach the right hand up. Gaze can be down at the earth or up towards the sky. Care for your neck. And if your back is rounding, come down lower. Bring the heart down lower so that you can get the twist without compromising the energetic body or the physical body. Last one. Release hands to the earth. Find your way into downward facing dog. So you can step back or you can take a vinyasa. As I like to say, sometimes you can break dance. Whatever works. 2 more. Deep breath all the way in. All the way out. Perfect. Look forward with the inhale. Step the left foot forward with the exhale. Strong right leg. Heart reaches. Inhale. Breathe really, really deeply. Exhale. Straighten the left leg any amount. Bend with the inhale. Straighten. Exhale. One more like that. Bend. Front knee. Straighten. And this time, bend the front knee. Keep the right hand on the earth or on a block. Left hand reaches up with the inhalation. Stretch and open. And with the exhale, curl it underneath. Squeeze up. 2 more. Last one. Big hug. Come back to neutral. Drop the right knee down. Keep the right toes tucked. Inhale, hands toward the sky. Interlace the fingers. Consider interlacing them the opposite way, the way that feels super, super weird. Reach hands up. Heart up. Lower belly in. I think one of the reasons why we hold on to things is because we think we're supposed to. Or we don't know who we would be if we didn't. Last breath. Exhale, hands to the earth. Lift the right knee down, or up. It'd be funny if you could lift it down, huh? Take your right hand to the earth. Oh, left hand to the earth. Right hand up. Exhale. Down. Again, you can have your back foot flat if that serves your body better. Last time. And if that back foot is flat, come back up onto the ball of the foot. Inhale, rise up. Feel the left leg strong, sturdy, steady. One more full inhale, and with the exhale, shift the weight forward. You have your choice. Again, you can have the hands on the earth. You can be in a standing split. You can be in a warrior three. You can be kicking up if it serves you. Whatever you do, breathe. Two more. If your feet are in the air, bring them down. Everyone, bend the left knee, step the right foot back so that the feet are in line with one another, aligned with the hips rather. And the stance is a little bit shorter. Back of the left palm, small of the back. Right hand reaches up, inhale. Exhale, lead with the heart, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, count of 4. Exhale, count of 5, into the hips. Inhale, count of 4, reach up. Exhale, 6. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 7. And finally, inhale, 4. Exhale, 8. Release left hand to the earth as well. Feel the hips square. Relax the head. Both feet grounded, rooted. If you wish to, you can take the fingertips and reach them towards the back of the mat. On your next breath, hands to the earth. Bend the left knee, either step back into downward facing dog or take any series of movements that serves you today. Beautiful. Breathe deeply in this downward facing dog. Extend the spine, heart towards legs, thighs, heels towards earth. As you breathe in, sense the energy moving up through the palms, up the arms, up the spine. Breathe out, energy moving down the legs, through the heels. 2 more. Last time. Look towards the top of the mat with the inhale. Step your right foot forward between the hands. Spiral the back foot flat. Check that the right heel bisects the arch of the left foot. Inhale, rise up. Warrior 2. Take the hands to the hips for a moment and notice where your shoulders lie in relation to the hips. If your shoulders are way far forward, consider what worries about the future you can let go of. If your shoulders are way far back, consider letting go of worrying about what happened in the past, yeah? Take the right hand, once they're aligned, reach underneath the right hamstring, that meaty part of the thigh, and stand up. As you do that, feel the joint, rotate in the hip socket. Balance the weight between the two legs. Engage the legs so that you feel them moving towards one another subtly. Lengthen the spine as a result, arms open wide. And so in my experience, thinking about what to get rid of or what to let go of, often the first thing that needs to go is my idea or misunderstanding about who I am or what things mean. Right palm face up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reverse. And so I invite you to consider in this moment, last breath here. Inhale, come back up, and either elbow to knee once more, side angle, or if it serves your body, you can come down onto a block or the earth. Same series of movements with breath, reaching overhead with the inhale, and back down, hand on the side body with the exhale, if it serves you. So as you're thinking about things to let go of, that you're ready to see change, the invitation is to consider first what part of your belief about who you are or who you should be needs to be released first. If you're making those dynamic back and forth movements, now is the last one. Come back to neutral. Both hands reach. Look towards the front of the mat. Take the left hand towards the hip for stability if desired. Shift weight into the right foot. Reach the hand forward. Kick up. Half moon. You can stay right here. Or if you want to, you can bend the left knee and reach for the instep of the left foot. Continue to work the hips in an open positioning. So the shoulder moves back. Resist the foot against the hand. Last full cycle of breath here. Release the bind if you've got it. Bend the right knee. Step the left leg back. Rise up. Make feet parallel with one another. Hands reach, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Two more breaths here. Make it what you need it to be. Last one. Halfway lift, breathe in. Turn left toes towards the front or the short end of the mat. Make sure that the left heel bisects the arch of the right foot. Walk hand inside of the left foot. Reach the right arm up and ride the breath all the way to warrior two. Same thing as before. Hands on hips. Square shoulders. Yeah. Make note of anything that's there for you to make note of. Reach the left hand underneath the thigh. Grab hold of the meaty part on the outside of the thigh if you can reach it. And stand up. And as you stand up, feel the rotation of the ball in the joint of the hip socket. And then open arms up. Warrior two. Soften the breath. Last one. Front palm face up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reverse. Stay there. Perfect. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, make your choice, either elbow to knee, hand to the earth, or hand to a block on any level. Right hand up. You can take those dynamic movements. If you're doing that, the arm goes overhead with the inhale. There's a bowing that occurs in the torso. With the exhale, lengthen through the left side of the torso. Arm comes alongside the body. So, of the causes of suffering, which makes sense to talk about or to think about right now, given that the energy of this moon deals with the enlightenment of Buddha, among other things. One more. Is believing things are permanent that are impermanent. Brilliant. Come back to neutral. Believing things are true that are not true. Ignorance. Look forward. Prepare yourself, mind and body. Perhaps reach forward. Hand, leg, half moon. Hand under shoulder, whether it's on a block or not. If you desire to, you can bend the right knee and reach for the right foot, but continue to work the hips so that they align with one another versus letting the right hip drop down towards the earth. Last one. Gently release. Bend the left knee. Step back. Rise up. Straighten the leg. Feet parallel. Fold forward. Stay in the forward fold for 4 more breaths, making them what you need them to be. And so part of that believing things that are permanent to be impermanent or impermanent to be permanent, right? Part of that is believing that I have to be the same way that I was today or yesterday, today, right? The me that said yes to this has to still be the me that continues to say yes to this, which feeds right into the second of those causes of suffering, which is ego or I amness. I am this. I must do this because I am this. And because I am this, I will make this decision. Last breath here. Come up halfway. Engage lower belly to spine. Hands to hips. Rise to standing. Turn heels in, toes out, so that they're pointing towards the outside edges of the mat. Inhale, hands towards the sky. If it's available to you, hold on to the elbows. Bend the knees. Breathe very deeply here. Sink the hips down. Inhale. Exhale. And now dynamically, inhale, reach up. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, reach, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend the knees. Last time, inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend, release hands to the knees. Create straight arms so that there's a little bit of a tractioning effect that happens in the low back. And you can sway from side to side if that feels good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, dip the right shoulder in. Help the right knee move out. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, left shoulder in. Inhale, come up to center. Right shoulder in. Last time. Come to center. Straighten the legs. Feet parallel with one another. Hands reach up. Hinge at the hips. As slowly as you can, fold forward. Keep the spine straight as long as is possible. Perfect. Find a flat back. Take the left hand, place it underneath the heart. Use a block to bring the earth to you on any level if it feels kind of far away. Keep hips in line, reach right hand up. Exhale, take it down. You have options here. You can stay with the moving up and down. I mean, you could take a break if you want to. You don't have to do anything. But if that feels really super good to you, take one more. And then on the next downward facing motion of the hand, if you're interested, consider taking the right hand to the left leg. Left hand behind the body or up towards the sky. Micro bend in the knees. So if you're feeling this in the back of the knees, you're locking your knees out a little bit. Micro bend so that you can feel the thighs engage. Last breath. Release both hands to center. Make a flat back. Bend the knees. It's called a iron chair. And exhale, straighten. It sounds like a torture sort of situation, right? Right hand, center of the chest, right beneath the heart. Again, use a block if it serves. Left hand reaches up with the inhale. And down with the exhale. 2 more like that. Do your best to keep the hips in line. Perfect. Great job. Last one. And again, if it serves, take the hand all the way through. Left hand, hold on to right knee, thigh, shin. Perhaps rotate the torso. Take the right hand up. One more. Release the hand down to the earth. Toe heel the feet together just like 1 or 2 times. Hands to hips, rise to standing. Wiggle it out a little bit. So the last 2 of these causes of suffering are attraction and repulsion. And these are related to the other 2. I want things to last forever, or I want them to never happen, because I am the kind of person who will experience this or won't experience this, and therefore I'm going to reach for pleasurable things and not want to let go of them, or I'm going to avoid entirely things that give me displeasure. All of this traps us into a cycle of suffering that we continue and continue. Toes point towards the outside edges of the mat. Make your knees wherever is going to serve you best for our very last goddess squat. When you're ready, bend the knees. Take the hands to the position that is going to serve you best, the position that makes you feel most stable, most powerful. And I want you to consider for a moment what would happen if you allowed yourself to dissolve to the best of your ability those causes of suffering. What could you possibly have access to? Feel that in the center of the belly. Yeah. And then practice breath of fire with me. Inhale all the way, exhale all the way. Take a half breath in, and with the exhalation, pump the belly forcefully towards the spine. The emphasis is on the exhalation. Inhale happens on its own. Soften the face. Feel the legs strong, the upper body supple, shoulders relaxed. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs. Reach the hands up. Let the arms float down. Turn towards the front of the mat. Step there. Close the eyes. Bring hands to the base of the spine behind you. You can have the fingers pointing down or up, whatever feels best in the body, but bring the elbows as close to each other as you can get them. As you inhale, reach the heart up. This is the back bend, whether you go way, way back or you go back just this much. So don't concern yourself with what it looks like. Concern yourself with what it feels like. And as you move into this, begin to invite the energy of an open-hearted acceptance of the reality of days and nights and moments of existence. The kind of acceptance, 2 more breaths, that allows an acceptance and surrender of oneself, the way one shows up. Release hands from the spine, bring it to neutral enough to make that feel safe. Interlace the fingers. Reach the arms back. Fold forward. So what would happen if you let go of the part of you that feels like you absolutely have to defend your opinion, or teach that person what it is they're not saying, or make it your responsibility for X, Y, or Z to happen, or blame yourself because whatever it is that you intended didn't occur exactly the way you intended it. 2 more breaths. Slowly release hands to the earth. Bend the knees. Reach hands up. Find a comfortable standing position. Close the eyes, be in a space of connection. I'm going to explain to you the process we're going to move through next. So just give yourself a moment to feel your feet rooted down into the earth. Feel the spine tall. Feel your heart beating. The breath in your lungs. And embrace the idea that this letting go is something that we can affect through our choice to make it so. And that the thing that stands in the way of your freedom is your desire to hold on to what traps you. Sense that in the body. In the next couple of minutes, what's going to happen is I'm going to ask you to alternately produce forceful exhalations and allow the inhale to happen until you can feel yourself riding your breath, until you become your breath. When that happens, I'm going to ask you to then empty everything out in as dramatic a fashion as you're able to. Howl, scream, yell, hit a drum, bang a pot, jump up and down, whatever feels good. But get it out. Like if you were a little kid throwing a tantrum, get it out. And then I'm going to ask you to move into stages of progressive stillness. You don't need to worry about what's going to happen, just listen. And to the best of your ability, allow yourself to go with the flow of the energy in your body and let go as an offering to the universe. And the last thing I'll say about it before we get started is that everything that you're holding on to, everything that I'm holding on to, we're depriving of whatever it is in the universe that needs it. It's not ours. We know that because it doesn't feel good. It feels constricting. It feels like it's contracting and making things harder because it is. But somebody else, some other being needs it. And so not only is it unkind to hold on to it for you, it is unkind to hold on to it for whomever, whatever is seeking that and needing that. So allow yourself to be liberated and understand that when you liberate yourself, you're liberating someone somewhere else also. So you can keep the eyes closed if you want to, and I want you to feel your body. And you can either do breath of fire, or you can let it be not quite as extreme, but forcefully exhale. Focus on the exhale, starting now. And as you start to feel the feeling of it, maybe you move, maybe you sway from side to side. Maybe you shift the weight from leg to leg, yeah? Maybe the hands come off the body eventually and begin to sway, yeah? Move yourself around, move with the breath. Act as though the breath is moving you. Let it get bigger. Let the motions get more pronounced, yeah? Ride them, exactly. You're doing a great job. Great job. Remember when you were 2 and somebody told you you couldn't have the toy you wanted? And you would go, ha! And you'd be super mad about it? Like that kind of breath, right? Tantrumy sort of breath. Getting it out sort of breath. Keep it going. And see if you can make it faster. Faster. Great job. Keep it going. Move. Yes, bigger movements. Yep, way bigger movements. Yep. Let it go. Some of you are holding on in your hips. Let it go. Let the movements get bigger and bigger. More. And when you start to feel, maybe you're feeling that connection with your breath now, so that you're like, the breath is moving you. The breath is the engine. If you start to feel that, then I want you to start literally like making noise, right? I'm gonna grab a drum. And you just like make noise. And maybe you holler, right? Maybe you jump up and down a little bit. Maybe you run. Great job. more explosive movements. More explosive. Back and forth. Yep. Keep it going. Keep it going. Faster. Faster. Bigger movements. Faster, 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 faster. More, more, more. 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 Yeah. More. More. Keep it going. Keep it going. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Move, move, move. Find your way back to your mat space, but don't be right on your mat. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Come to the mat. Yep, you want to stop. Keep moving, keep moving. Come to the center of the mat. Reach your hands up. Reach them up. Perfect. And I want you to sway, and you come up and down. Reach the hands up. And if you've still got turbulent energy in you, then make the bounces a little bit bigger. But at a certain point, you will feel like the shaking is done. Yeah, maybe you're just shaking a little bit, but the hands are reaching. The hands are reaching. Good job. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. Take a few more breaths. Hands up, hands up, hands up. Close the eyes. Be still. Hands raising. Still. Feel the energy in the body. Full breath. With the exhale, allow the hands to slowly and gently begin to come down. And as if you're swimming in a pool of warm, warm water, just slowly float. Float. Let the hands float down. Allow the energy to settle. Maybe you're moving in a rhythmic sort of way. Maybe it feels kind of like a dance. But the movements are becoming smaller now. More serene. And stop. Wherever you're at, stop. Don't move anything. Be completely still. Feel your existence. Still. Calm. Connect to the sense of peace that comes after a release. Perhaps if you feel inspired to do so, begin to allow an awareness, compassion and forgiveness into this moment. And let it ride the waves of vibration in the body to every part of your being. Resist the temptation to move and simply be. Imagine what's possible if you stood so firmly in yourself, so calmly in yourself. So open to experiencing, rooted and grounded but light at the same time. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, as if you were the most precious thing that ever existed, Using as little movement as you possibly can, lay yourself down on the earth. No extra movement is required. Ride that sort of heaviness. Lay down. Take up space. Feel the shoulder blades slide down the spine. Adjust the hips so that there's extension in the low back. Feel yourself being held in the arms of Gaia. Surrender yourself to the embrace. Give yourself permission draw all the energy from the lower part of the body up into the heart center. Expand it in every direction and use that to awaken and enliven the extremities. Begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes slowly. Eyes stay closed, perhaps arms reach overhead, full body yawn. Make your way to the right side of the body. Arms as a pillow, knees bent. Do not be in a rush to rise from fetal pose. Instead, take your time. Stay here for a moment and savor the transition, honor the transition. Symbolic reminder that there is a reality beyond the linear understanding of earth and life that our ego prefers to cling to. We are more than what we do or don't do, say or don't say. And the experiences of our life extend far beyond our conscious awareness of them. Not just in this time, but through time and space. We are one thread in the most beautiful tapestry that was ever woven. And as such, there's this beautiful balance where everything is unimaginably blessed and also insignificant. If we focus on the small things, the insignificant feels significant. The day-to-day problems, what we have, what we don't have. There's always the opportunity to take a broader perspective. And in doing so, release a great deal of suffering from ourselves and from everyone else. Only when you're ready to rise in the energy of your intentions, not one single moment before. Find your way to a seated position, and as you do so, understand this is an opportunity to become upright in the energy of what it is that you wish to manifest. Feel it in every cell, in every pore of your body. If it's possible for the eyes to stay closed, allow that to happen. And as you find yourself seated, take the left hand and place it either on the heart, if what you need is compassion, on the belly, if what will serve you is power, discipline, or palm facing up on the knee, if you wish to be in a more receptive state, down on the knee for grounding. Take the right hand and either place the pointer finger, the index finger, and the middle finger on the pad of the thumb, or place both of those fingers at the third eye. Exhale completely. Gently block the flow of air through the left nostril, inhale through the right. Slow the count of 4 or 5 or 6 hold on the left nostril, gently block the right. Exhale for an equal period of time through the left nostril. Pause, equal period of time. Breathe in through the left. Balancing the breath. On the pause, release the right nostril, block the left. Out through the right. Balancing the mind. Continue in this fashion. Once more, losing yourself to the flow of your breath. But this time in stillness. As the energy in the mind balances, allow yourself to be in a space of observation. Receptivity and awareness. You have already everything that's required. All that remains is for you to choose. Take 2 more rounds, please. Complete an exhalation out of the right nostril. Release hands to the lap, to the heart center, or to any other place that feels good and right. Take a few moments in gratitude. Clarity. Inhale, reach hands up. As the palms meet, allow them to rest at the crown of the head. I release barriers to my connection with all that is divine. Move thumbs to the third eye. I release mistrust and my tuition. My vision. Lips. I release barriers to communicating and to creating freely truthfully. Heart. I release all that blocks me from compassion, forgiveness, allowing the fullness of grief process to transpire. Hands to the solar plexus. I release all that is in the way of me forging the path that serves my soul. Low belly. I release all beliefs that separate me from the joy of existing. Palms face up. The lowest part of the pelvis. I release all that stands in the way of my accepting security, safety, and the awareness that I am worthy of being in this space, simply because I am. As you inhale, pull the palms up the body, feeling the energy rise. And reaching up towards the sky, heart up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And close our practice together and send all of our intentions out. And 3 chants of Om with an awareness that that is attuning us, aligning us, and entraining us to the rhythm and vibration of existence itself. Inhale to begin. Thumbs to the third eye. Love, delight, the truth within me recognizes, honors, and bows with deep, deep gratitude and humility to that same divinity, humanity, pure love, light, and truth within you. We are one. May we never forget it.